destroy you for fucking ever, man. You know what I'm saying? And every time I read that scripture, man, it comforts me, man. I'm comforted after I read that scripture, man. Because I know that you damn devils, man, the time is coming, man, that you're going to be destroyed for fucking ever, man. And the scriptures say that too. The scriptures say that he knoweth that his time is coming, man. I forgot where it's at. You know, the Lord shall laugh. The Lord shall laugh at him because he sees that his day is coming, man.
I got it read.
You know? Okay, cool.
It's a precept for that. It's Wisdom of Solomon 2:4. It says, you know what? I started at 3. It says, which being extinguished, our body shall be turned into ashes, and our spirit shall vanish as the soft air, and our name shall be forgotten in time, and no man shall have our works in remembrance. And our life shall pass away as the trace of the clouds, and shall be dispersed as a mist that is driven away with the beams of the sun, and overcome with the heat thereof. So the higher ups of these nations of Esau, where they know that their time is, but they know they have a short time, and they know ultimately they're going to be destroyed, man. Yeah. That's why they do the things that they do, and being as wicked as they're being, man. Like my brother was like, well, shit, if you was the devil, how wicked would you be? You know what I mean? So
that's crazy. Yeah. Did you finish that out?
No,
I wanted to hear that one more time in 52 and 5.
It's like, Psalms 50 and 52 and 5. It says, "The Most High shall likewise destroy thee forever, and shall take thee away, and pluck thee out of thy dwelling place, and root thee out of the land of the living." Salah.
There you go. Now I want to get this right here. You know, that's why you devils doing this. Job 15 and 25. For he stretcheth out his hand against the Most High, and strength of himself against the Almighty, man. You know what I'm saying? You damn devils, man. You strengthen yourself against the Almighty because you know that scripture is coming, man. You know that scripture is about to be fulfilled on you, man. You read Obadiah. You read it plenty of times. You know what I'm saying?
That's to strengthen himself against the Most High too. You can go in the book of Revelation. Satan and his angels.
Yeah, in the great battle.
The Most High and his
the great battle. Let me go to 22. Let me go to 22. 15 and Job 15 and 22. He believeth not that he shall return out of darkness, and he is waited for of the sword, man. So you devils know that. You know that the Almighty is waiting for you, man. You know what I'm saying? And he calls himself the destroyer. He said the destroyer is coming for your ass, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's who you have to worry about. You have to worry about the destroyer, man. You know what I'm saying? Coming for you, man. To take you out of fucking power, man.
Cain thought he was the first one off niggas and shit.
We're not gonna
Lord.
off.
I just want you go.
Can I get this piece up?
Yeah.
Psalms 10 verse 7, if it wasn't read. His mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud under his tongue and mischief and vanity. Can't trust him.
Who does that sound like, Doc?
You know who that is.
Edom. Yup.
Can we go to 6?
Esau. Edom.
Just 2.
Yeah, just get the point out.
Alright, this is Psalms 58 and 2. Yea, in heart ye work wickedness, and weigh the violence of your hands in the earth. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born. Speaking
Alright, so the scriptures in Job 9:24 tell you the earth was given into the hands of wicked. So like the brother said, who was that speaking about, man? That's speaking about the so-called white man. You got that Psalms 50 and 19?
Psalms 50.
Let me get Psalms 12 and 2 out.
Psalms 50 and 19. Thou givest thy mouth to evil,
right,
and thy tongue for deceit.
Right, so that's what brothers are bringing out, man. You know, you giving your mouth over unto evil and your tongue framing deceit, man. So you're a real deceitful devil, man.
Hold out deceitful tongue.
Did he not deceive the Native Americans when he came over here? Psalms 55 and 20? Let me get that.
Hey, that's a video right there, man. Hold down deceitful tongue, man.
Yeah.
You know, because everything he is doing, he's doing it in fucking deceit. Goddamn demon.
Get that and a black cloak.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
This is Psalms 12 and 2. They speak vanity, every one with his neighbor. With flattering lips and with a double heart they speak.
Right.
Yahweh Shai shall cut off all flattering lips and the tongue that speaketh proud things.
Right, so your ass is going to be destroyed real soon, devil. You know, this is what's being prepared for you, man. The Most High is he's bringing all these events, you know, through your ass. He's gonna waste you away. That's what you do when you hire somebody. You hire somebody to do that job, you know, I'm gonna hire him to do this, you know, cause destruction, you know, do this, you know, get rid of it.
Right, because the so-called white man is deaf. Because he is deaf. He represents death. Can I get this real quick? Habakkuk 2 and 4. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him. We see that. You devils are not right, man. You know the whole little the COVID-19 task force. You know little mini devil with the big eyes. They don't look right. They are crazy as fuck, man.
That's funny.
When I saw him speak, I was just laughing at his ass. Like, you fucking devils, man. All right, 5. Yeah, also because he transgressed by wine, he is a proud man. Neither keep it at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied. But gather unto him all nations, and heap unto him all people, man. So he cannot be satisfied, man, because he is as death, man. He is a harbinger. I always forget that devil's name, but he said he is the harbinger of death, man. That what was his name?
The Planet of the Apes.
Yeah, Planet of the Apes. That was
The Beast Man.
And then Cornelius was reading it, bro.
He was reading the scrolls.
Yeah.
Hey, Cornelius.
Yeah, that's hard, bro.
I got a precept.
Can I read this real quick? So, recently the U.S. actually said in a press conference that they will no longer be giving detailed explanations on how they're moving the military around and how they're responding to like any threat, so they don't seem weak to their foes and all that. So peep this. It says there's a lot. This article in RT, it says there will be a lot of death. Trump sends thousands of troops to COVID-19 hit states as in plural, for toughest 2 weeks. So now you have them saying we're no longer going to tell you exactly what we're doing, what our plan is when we go there, and then they're sending it to the military.
And if I may say, man, he said, be prepared for the next 2 weeks. Like, what the fuck's gonna happen? Like, what do you know? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Unless they're gonna poison more people. That's really what they're gonna do. I got this real quick, brother. This is Revelation 12:9, and that great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, and that's talking about a nation of people. That's talking about Esau, Edom, which deceiveth the whole world. And he deceiveth the whole world by putting up his face as the Messiah, as the Son of the Most High. You know, putting up that ZZ Top character.
Hey, man, you know how bugged out these motherfuckers are, right? So I'm gonna tell you something. I got pissed off right at my house, you know, just to put this out there. My fucking demon printed a picture of Cesare on my fucking printer and gave it to her sister. I got pissed off, man. I said, you better not ever do no shit like that. Yeah. I'm gonna catch a domestic violence charge.
That old Caesar ball.
Yeah.
The C-ball and shit.
That's Jesus Christ. It says, which deceiveth the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. So basically, this devil's he's gonna be taking out the power, man. You know what I'm saying? When Yahweh Hashem Yahshai comes, like, okay, with those UFOs, those chariots, they're gonna want to go to war. You know what I'm saying? The scriptures say, and yet they're gonna be afraid, but yet they durst fight. But they're gonna be cast out of heaven. They're gonna be cast out of the rulership. There's gonna be no more place for them to rule. You know, and because this guy, he literally has this whole world on lockdown, man. He has all the other countries. He didn't poison China. He didn't poison Russia. He didn't poison, where? Italy. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of other countries, you know what I mean, that are not so much in the news. But that shit went everywhere, man. But that's what the devil does. That's what Satan would do. You know what I'm saying? Would do that. You know what I'm saying? So
and check this out. Like, another thing is, you know, they passed that whole stimulus bill and all that shit. But this is how the devil works. They force all these business owners to shut their doors, to close down their businesses and shit. Friday was the first day that these small businesses could apply for the stimulus money, for the money that was set aside to fund these small businesses. And the motherfuckers, not until Friday, when they had to apply for the loans, did they realize that they don't even fucking qualify for the shit.
Damn.
So not only did these people have to shut down their doors, but then they go to apply for the money so they can at least, like, you know, be able to survive and even potentially pay some employees and not have to lay them off. but they don't even qualify for the fucking money. So the headline is $2 trillion stimulus package passed, but in the background, at the end of the day, these devils know that ain't nobody gonna be able to access the fucking money. So you people that are holding your breath for that $1,200, man, you need to stop. That shit ain't gonna come.
Basically what they're doing, they're just bailing out these major corporations like they did back in with Obama, you know, where they bailed out all these major corporations, but they left the people that really needed it to fend for themselves, man. Hey, what does the scripture say in Proverbs? When the wicked are in authority, the people mourn, but when the righteous bear rule, the people rejoice.
Right.
So that's what we're seeing, bro.
Yeah, and these people, because of this shit, these business owners are gonna be like, okay, you made me shut my doors, my whole livelihood is fucked up, I can't feed my family. They about to fucking lose it. People about to hit the streets, and that's why you have all these businesses boarding up right now.
Oh yeah, they're boarding up.
Because and you know, they talking about bodies dropping in the next 2 weeks, man. A lot of the civil unrest can have a lot to do with that, man. You know what I'm saying? So
because lock a motherfucker for 2 or 3 weeks, they cool, you know, they got the drink, and because another thing they be passing, they try to, you can't buy alcohol anymore. So just imagine once that happens, when these motherfuckers are just born, you know, thinking, with their thoughts, they're gonna want to go out and wild out, man.
If I may say real quick, but Slack, if I may say real quick, you know, you add on what that brother was saying, right? Lockdown in your house, no alcohol. You know what I mean? And you know, he said prepare for 2 weeks. Prepare for what? The bodies start piling up. Like that means they're gonna unleash more of that. They're gonna poison more people. That's all. That's what they're saying. Basically, low key, that's what they're saying. They're gonna poison more people.
And they laying a lot of these prisoners out of prison, man. You know these motherfuckers buck wild, man.
Yeah.
Just imagine what they're gonna do.
Non-violent crimes, but you went in the most violent place you can go.
Exactly.
And then you gonna come out and just chill, bro.
and then they said they're not arresting people for murder.
For
They're not
murder.
arresting people for that shit.
But this is the crazy thing. They say they letting them out, but if you get caught outside going somewhere, they gonna put you in jail.
Ain't
Now
that
how in the hell
about
ain't it?
It's back.
And check it out, man. You gotta think about all these people that buy these drugs and shit like that, who cope with the world by doing drugs, man. And they can't get to those fucking drugs. Cigarettes, they can't get to those drugs. Yeah, cigarettes, weed, all that shit. A lot of these motherfucking people out here cope with different drugs, man. And if they can't get to that shit, like the brother just said, man, they stuck in a fucking house and they can't do that shit.
A lot of these white people, they need this oxycodone, you know, all these opioids and shit, meth. You know what I mean?
Hey, when they come off that shit, they're beyond fucking violent, bro. I see that shit at work all the fucking time. They come off that shit. It's like their focus is sharp as shit, and they could be on a million fucking things, and it has all their energy.
And all they want is product. You know, they're gonna go look for that product, regardless of who. You know, they're gonna go to houses. You know, break your house down to get that shit too.
That's why crackheads, I'm telling you, crackheads. That's real shit. That's why I saw a crackhead on a video. He put a fucking refrigerator on his back, man, and was riding a bike.
It's strong.
Hey, well, you never see that movie?
I see a crackhead fall off like 2 stories onto a car,
And
get
got
up, and just start walking.
They
bro.
saw everything, bro.
Hey.
You know what I mean? They'll saw anything. There's a movie, Requiem for a Dream. Motherfuckers took grandma's TV, they took her radio, they took everything, bro. That's what's coming here to America. You know, these people are hardcore drug addicts, man.
Brothers had a video. I should set it out one more time about that K2. That K2. If you watch that video will make you. It'll scare you, man. You know what I mean?
And a lot of these people are gonna turn to those drugs, man.
These motherfuckers is running
off the shit. So you're gonna have a whole list of people that can't get anybody to give them a little bit of change while you driving by in your fucking car so they can get drugs. And then you got the people that are spending their last money to get those drugs. Those people win. Now you got a huge society of these people that are drugged out and have nothing to stimulate themselves.
And a majority of America are all fucking drug addicts.
Yeah, vast majority.
Yeah, like these people are completely on drugs, man. You know, you walk into somebody's house and you open up they fucking little medicine cabinet, man. That shit's filled with all type of shit. Like,
there was a report too where a woman went to the bank. She took out $10,000. You seen that? To keep her through these times. Motherfuckers follow her home, inject her ass, bro.
I just hit it. This is Jeremiah 2. Now you gotta understand that in these times, Esau is these people's God. So this Jeremiah 2:13, it says, "For my people have committed two evils. They have forsaken me, the fountain of living waters, and hewed them out cisterns, broken cisterns that can hold no water." You know, and that's what's happened, man. Our people have picked this decrepit, broken system and trying to lean on it. All these people filing for bankruptcy, you know, for Jake in these times, man, if they haven't fully closed it down, you should have just applied for another fucking job. That money could never come. And the amount of money that you could get from fucking for what is it called, unemployment, it might not even be enough to pay your bills or feed you.
It is.
You know, so if that's the case, you should have just trusted in the Lord and went and got another fucking job and kept it fucking pushing.
Hey, look what the Lord say, man. Go to 28, man.
Verse 28, it says, but where are the gods? I'm gonna start at 27. It says, saying to the stocks, thou art my father, and to the stone, thou hast brought me forth. For they have turned their back unto me and not their face. But in the time of their trouble, they shall say, arise and save us. But where are your gods? Where are thy gods that thou hast made thee? Let them rise.
Hey, we tell me when we come in them times, the Lord's gonna mock you people, bro. You know, He's gonna tell you like, oh, you were praying to that dude. You were praying to that dude. Go pray to his ass.
Hey, the Lord is gonna do through his man too, because you can see that in the Book of Kings with the woman that ate her kid. He said, hey, how shall I help thee? See, the Lord is not helping, man. We're gonna have that same. The Lord is gonna put that spirit on us to be like, how the fuck am I gonna help you? The Lord ain't even fucking with you. You know, we're gonna be able to see who the Lord's actually fucking with.
Yeah.
You know?
Hey, and the Lord got these devils putting all the people in a fucked up position right now where, you know, he leaving you out on that island, man, because you weren't dealing with the Lord to begin with. And the reason why I say that is because the brother mentioned unemployment. And again, so on an individual level, what a lot of these companies are doing is they're putting their employees on unpaid leave. They're saying like, we ain't got no work for you, but we're not gonna fire you right now. We're gonna, you know, keep you, I guess, as an employee so you can still have medical benefits and shit. But what they're doing is when they put you on unpaid leave, that puts you in a gray area where you can't apply for unemployment because you still are hired by an employer. Damn. But then you ain't got no fucking income to take care of your shit. And so that's what these companies is doing. They call it furlough.
That's a wicked
You
word.
know what I'm saying? They call it damn furlough.
Yeah, because
that's what they do.
With the unemployment, the company has to pay, I think, half of the whatever you're gonna get.
Exactly. They don't want to pay it off.
They don't want to pay it.
You might as well just fucking.
That's why they be trying to fucking get you.
But if you quit, then you disqualify.
They try to make
so
you
can't
quit.
So you stuck just with no fucking income.
They try to make you quit.
So you have to go
That's
ride
how
and
the devils
move.
work.
Yep. You gotta go over there and smack somebody at work to get fired so that you can get unemployment and shit. And then when you put that on their resume, they gonna call your last employer and be like, so he did what? You know? So this is Jeremiah 2:28. It says, where are thy gods that thou hast made thee? Let them arise. If they can save thee in the time of thy trouble, for according to the manner of thy cities are thy gods, O Judah. Wherefore will ye plead with me? Ye all have transgressed against me, said Yahweh.
Hey, I love that scripture, man. Hey, go to Joshua 20. What is that? 24 and 20, I think. You know what I'm talking about?
Maybe.
Yeah, go to Joshua 24.
24.
And that's beautiful, though, that the Lord's gonna do that, bro. Because we stand for Yahweh and all these people, all these other people standing for all these false gods, and the Lord's gonna make it known, just like that sacrifice that I think Elijah did, where with the water and everything. Hey, he made his men. Hey, that's the men of the Lord. And what happened with the servants of Baal? You know what I mean? So that the Lord's gonna make that known again, man. That, hey, these are my servants. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna protect them, and I'm gonna get them through anything. He's gonna bestow spiritual power upon them. Hey, Elijah was like, hey, Lord, let fucking fire come down and quench this shit. And he quenched both of them, I believe. You know?
Yep. This is Joshua 24 and 15. And if it seemeth good unto thee to serve Yahweh, choose this day whom you will serve, whether the gods which your fathers that were on the other side of the flood, or the gods of the Amorites in whose land ye dwell. But as for me and my house, We will serve Yahweh.
That's one of my favorite scriptures.
That's a beautiful scripture, man.
And he gave you an example. He said, serve the guys,
This
God,
guy, this guy.
that was on the other side of the flood, man. And that's like, you see what happened when in Noah's Ark, when a lot of people died. A lot of people got killed. A lot of people drowned in that shit. You know what I mean?
And not only that, with Moses, man,
Yeah.
the guys that are on the other side, that was talking about the Egyptians, man. 'Cause what? They were on the other side of the flood when the Lord crashed the waves on the armies.
Yeah, because Jake was outshining these Egyptians on how to worship these other gods, man. You know, Jake was outdoing these motherfuckers, bro.
And the scriptures tell you they're wise to do evil, but to do good.
Yeah, and I think know that they surpass even the deeds of the wicked, man. You know, so.
Hey, the fact that Israel was able to make Pontius Pilate go like, fuck you niggas is just jealous motherfuckers.
Yeah.
To kill Yahweh Shai, he had to be like, I don't see, man, I'm washing my hands.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
crazy.
Hey, he said he saw no fault in it.
Yep.
I got one kill.
Well, he still scourged his ass, man. So hey, fuck.
He could have let him go.
Yeah, he could have. He had the power to let him go. He did. This is 2nd Ezra 7, and I'm gonna start at 19. And he said unto me, there is no judge above the Most High, none that hath understanding above the highest. For there be many that perish in this life because they despise the law of the Most High that is set before them. But the Most High hath given straight commandments to such as came, what they should do to live, even as they came, and what they should observe to avoid punishment. Nevertheless, they were not obedient unto him, but spake against him, and imagined vain things, and deceived themselves by their wicked deeds, and said of the Most High that he is not, and knew not his ways. And people, you know, they deceive themselves by their drugs and by their attitude and their beliefs and their dogmas and their philosophies, and they so want to be African, like, yo, whatever. And say like, yo, okay. But go look at Africa. What the fuck ever came out of nothing?
Nothing.
Anything came out of Africa, man? You know, and the only last thing that came out of Africa was the Egyptian civilization, and look at what happened with them. They got totally destroyed. And that was a monument for the world to see what happens when you fuck with Israel, man.
And the only reason Egypt was great because Israel was up on there, right?
Every nation. That's why the scriptures say, and in these shall all nations be blessed. Right. Because we're the ones that put the flavor in. We're the inventors of everything, man.
Well, that's how America flourishes. They had slaves, man. They had Israelite slaves that built this up, you know, for free. You know what I mean? Now everything that, like, you have businesses that run still to this day off of what slaves did, man. What our ancestors did.
Hey,
Man,
you see that?
I got into it with this dude on a comment board one time. He was like, he called us like Mongols or something like that. That's like another word for niggas and shit. He was like, you lazy Mongols. And I said, lazy? I was like, man, our people fucking built this shit. I said, right now, I bet your ass is on a computer. On your damn computer.
Bag of chips.
I said, I bet your ass is eating pork and everything. He ain't text back at all. He didn't come back at all.
Hey, that's so stupid because Jake
How do you know?
That's funny.
They stupid too because the Jake that made the computer chip, it was actually military tech.
Yeah.
And it was military. What happens with military tech is for a certain amount of time, it's put on solely for the military, and at a certain amount of time, it'll come off as only being solely for the military. And the first and the highest bidder can bid on that technology and get it. That's how you got Microsoft.
Hey,
Microsoft.
That's how you got it. It wasn't because this nigga Bill Gates and his little team made the computer. No, he bought tech that was made from a Jake for military uses, and he just made it hip.
And that's what they. Hey, there was a movie on Netflix, man. I wish I could fucking remember, but it was a dude that played on the one British brother, man. He played on. Yeah, man, him. But he played on a movie where he was inventing some type of electric something thing that you could get free electricity and shit, and his wife bailed out on him. But he went to the building where he can patent his invention, and Esau wanted to buy it off of him. But he was like, if I buy this off you, I can give you this much of money, millions of dollars, but you can't be nowhere found on that shit.
Yep.
And Jake refused it, man. Jake was like, nah, well, I take this shit somewhere else. And then, Esau let the dude put his name on it. But that's what the devil do, like the brothers going into. He'll pay you all this money, but your name can't be found no more on that shit.
That's how a lot of inventions are, bro.
Hey, well, you know what? The lady who made Terminator and the Matrix, man.
Yeah.
They straight stole that from her.
Yeah.
You know, even the guy who did Nintendo. You know what I'm saying? They took that idea from him too. You know what I'm saying? And that's not in the. And even Elvis songs. That whoever wrote Elvis's songs, that was a Jake.
Yeah.
And he didn't have no money either, man.
Hey.
He died without money too.
Hey, that's why in the music industry they say it's a quote, a big ass quote. It says it says great artists still. That's a quote. You know,
Like that nigga that made Drake songs and shit.
Yeah, oh yeah.
He Quentin something. He got called out, yeah, and now he makes no money because he was found out.
Well, you know what? A
A
lot of them dudes was throwing out there that they was writing for all of these major time artists.
Mhm.
Oh, I was writing for him. I wrote for him. I wrote half his songs, and then all of a sudden the dude disappears and he just gets shut down altogether.
Because they blackball him. They blackball him in the industry where nobody will give him any work.
You want to talk? Well, now you got no work.
Yeah.
You got your little, recognition and shit. But
Because then if that was the case, they would look for him to make the new shit and not for fucking Drake, man.
Hey, I got the quote real quick. It says the bad artists imitate, the great artists still. So that's everything. That's and you can use that on a just out of the music business level. They stole everything from the toilet, the fucking
Street lights,
peanut butter.
Let me grab this real quick. This is John 10:10. It says the thief cometh not, but for to steal and to kill and to destroy. And that's what the thief does, man. Who was the thief? Esau Edom, man. He came, he stole this land, he took it from the Native Americans. All the inventions that Jake came up with, he stole it from them and then put his damn name on everything. These devils can't invent any fucking thing, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I brought up before, they had that whole what is it, man, with the whole Xbox and PlayStation, the Xbox thing. The US tried to outbeat Japan with the Xbox. And the Xboxes was blowing up in people's faces, man. Because you didn't fucking have Jakes in there making it, man. He had heathens. This devil had heathens up in there making the Xboxes and shit, and the shit was blowing up in people's faces. When Jake makes shit, because the scriptures tell you in Jeremiah 50:19, for Jacob is the former of all things, man. So when Jake put his hands on something, that's it, man. That shit is efficient, man.
And what is that Latin phrase? What is that Latin phrase by, what is it, Julius Caesar? He said, Vini, Vidi, Vici, man. He's like, I came, I saw, I conquered.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's the spirit you devils are in, man. You know what I'm saying? Just take over everybody else's shit.
That precept. This is 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 4. But ye brethren are not in darkness, that day should not overtake thee as a thief. Ye are all the children of light and the children of the day. And that's one of the benefits of dwelling with brothers, man. We are all dwelling with brothers with the same mindset. It's beautiful. We are not of the night nor of darkness. Therefore, let us not sleep. Because people definitely sleep, man. Trump said right now this is a calm before the storm. People ain't thinking what that really means, man. It ain't gonna blow over like they think it is. As do others, but let us watch and be sober. For they that sleep, sleep in the night, and they that be drunken are drunken in the night. But let us, who are of the day, be sober, putting on the breastplate of faith and love, and for an helmet, the hope of salvation.
And when you go into that word sleep, it means to be indifferent about one's salvation. And what does it mean when you're indifferent? It means you're like,
You don't give a fuck.
I don't care.
You cold.
And that's a lot of people in the world, man. They don't, you know what I'm saying? You can hit them with it. You can hit them with, hey, we're at the end of the world. Hey, they're about to take your rights. They're about to put you in a concentration camp. They're about to put a chip in you. They're about to, cut off your head. And,
they're numb to it, man. They're dead. They're dead, man. Can you make a zombie afraid of a gun? He's still gonna turn around and attack you. You know what I'm saying? You be blasting his ass, and he's still trying to get you, man. So these people, you telling them stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? They can't comprehend it. They can't comprehend how evil the system really is, man. The scripture says the heart is deep, the mind is deep. And the people are fucked up.
That was a good one, dog.
Let me get this real quick. Hey, this is Sirach 21 and 15. It says, if a skillful man hear a wise word, he will commend it and add unto it. But as soon as one of no understanding heareth it, it displeases him, and he casteth it behind his back.
Will fight you, you know what I'm saying? Tell a nigga the true plan of Donald Trump right now. This nigga is crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? No, we ain't fucking crazy, man. You know?
This is Proverbs 24 and 33. It says, get a little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands to sleep. So shall thy poverty come as one that travaileth, and thy want as a armed man. You know, and that's what these people are going to get, man. They sleep. They fold in their hands. They got a chance to sit here and look at everything that's coming because these niggas ain't at work. And what? All they can do is hope for $1,200 in their bank account. And for ESPN to actually have some new content to come up.
See, the Lord is putting this in the minds of the people, man. They're at home idle now, so the Lord is putting into their mind loot, riot.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what these people are going to start doing, man.
They got
You know what I'm
Taker's
saying?
movie on replay and shit.
Hey, well, what did that movie Batman? What did Joker say, man? He said these people they don't have no morals, man. They'll just revert to animal nature, man. I got this real quick. This is Matthew 7 and 6. Give not that which is holy unto the dogs. Neither cast ye your pearls before swine, lest they trample them under their feet and turn again and rend you. So you gotta be real careful. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be real careful. You know when you deal with people who are not in the truth because you know you tell them this knowledge, man. That
It'll bug them out.
Yeah, they'll get mad. They'll really get mad and want to fight you, or want to set you up, or want to make you fall because they see. You know what I mean? That there's some type of light in you, there's some type of understanding or knowledge. You know, you're going somewhere, so to speak, and
they're jealous.
And they're just like, right. In a nutshell, they're just envious. Like, well, why can't I have that? Or you know, why wasn't I called into that knowledge? Because people they don't like to be taught anything. A lot of people they like, you know what I'm saying? They're just comfortable in what they know, and you know they call themselves woke and wear an ankh and shit. And like,
there was a rap song, brother. Like, you know, I remember where it came from, but they hate that which they don't understand, you know, and that's pretty much what these people do, man. They hate anything that they can't grasp their mind on.
But wait a minute, brother.
The scriptures also tell you, it says, for they speak evil of what they know not. So that's even scriptural right there.
That's why they say, that's why they say ignorance is bliss, man.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, people love to be ignorant, you know. People thrive off and get like a dopamine off of being ignorant, you know.
And that's why the scripture says, he that is ignorant, let him be ignorant.
Still,
right. Yeah, we ain't got time for you people no more, man. We got time for, you know, to get ourselves as prepared as possible. And, you know, I mean, hey, it's that time, man. It's that time. You know?
You had time to get some oil in your vessel.
Yeah, we those 10 wise virgins.
5 wise, 5 fools, 5 fools.
The heretic of the first, second admonition reject, man.
Yep.
So that's a time we're in right now, man.
Rejecting heathen.
Because
what? We just gonna tell you now, go to those that sell and buy, man.
Go to IUCBK.
Go get you garment started. Go get you an Israelite startup kit from IUIC. You know, buy whatever videos they tell you to buy. Hey, that's how you gonna get the truth.
Go get you some rhinestones.
Hey,
go ahead. We read earlier Romans chapter 3, verse 3. What if some did not believe? Where their unbelief make their faithfulness of God without effect.
You see it, we're in the time now, man. So we don't give a fuck if you niggas want to believe what we said was true. It's going to be shown that we said it's true. It says, when it come to pass, then shall they know that a prophet had been among them.
Hey, let not the incredulity of them bother you.